I was just inclined to start with good morning, but it's late in the day, so probably not the right way to do it. Anyway, welcome to Football Manager again. So, this is the second part of today's streaming, and we will do the odd friendly now. There's one. Hi, welcome back to the stream. So, I don't know how to react to what's poppin' because I have no idea what that means, but apparently I'm too old. So that happened. Yeah, I enjoyed some time in the sun, and now we're gonna go through the friendly against Hobo. Hobo. Probably Hobo. I don't know. FF. And then we'll go into the game against Haninge, and that'll be a hard one for me, because, well, I don't know what to expect. There's, the common wisdom that all throughout the entire preseason you deal with so much stuff. Oh, the marbles swinging. My marbles are just fine, man. Thank you very much for the interest. Yeah. So, well, we will need to see into training overall, but against a Hobo. I think the best way to put this is we have additional time to prepare here, and we can go with overall match training here for the entire time. That's it. It will not make much of a difference. Probably. Anyway, match fitness wise, this looks decent. We are not sharp overall, but it's okay-ish. They will be sharp, match sharp soon enough. Cause the schedule, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, this includes the odd one or another Wednesday here. So yeah, the period with the cup games is finally over, and now we can start with the real season, which we take part in now. So, for the game against Hobo, it might be that some of the players will not play. Yeah, not yet. One more game. But then the real struggle begins, yes. And this might include some tactical changes from time to time. Especially on the individual instruction side. Also, I will need to go through set pieces for the defensive side too. So that might take an additional hour. It is what it is. But I'll do it. That said, it shouldn't be that complicated. I'm used to it by now. And some of the set pieces we instructed to, to not do. Yeah. Well, I don't believe in the former, but I do believe in set pieces. So that'll be really fun. This is me lying to my audience already. Anyway, yeah, a few people have left the club following the end of their trial. And here we have Hobo, which we have no idea about. Doesn't matter much. Cool. By the way, did you ever try a save in Football Manager with an amateur club? I did that once. That was really fun. I should probably do that at some point in Football Manager 2024. Because financial management as an amateur club still exists. But it's very interesting to see. Well, what does it matter? Okay, so we might as well go with this formation now. In what leagues? Oh, I don't know. I was in England somewhere. This was with a custom database though, I think. So that might be a problem to get that in other leagues. But yeah, overall, so to get the club out of amateur status is probably it's not that hard, but it's hard to miss the, how do I put this? It's hard to miss the equilibrium, right? All of a sudden you can offer part-time contracts, that's great. But once you can offer part-time contracts, sometimes you go way out of your possibilities immediately. And that's very interesting. Also, as an amateur club, you cannot do anything about other clubs that sign your players. So in that sense, you go with a very well-balanced squad from the start. You don't want to go into you do not have a star player, and if you do, he'll be gone at the end of the season latest. So in that sense, you look for much more reliable options that probably remain with the club. And if you go for somebody that will outgrow the club, well, you just get them in, and if they want to play for you, they do, and if they don't, they don't. That's it. So same as everyone. Just the contract negotiations are really fast. It's a squad status, amateur contract, so no contract, no money, job done. That's it. Yeah, and same with the staff really. But same here. You might lose them, and you get no fees for them or anything. Nah. No, maybe I misphrased that. Well, that's in a way it is. In a way, it has some things in common, I guess. I mean, you can do that, right? No, it's not like this doesn't. You can play it like this. Same with the youth. Really, like you can go into a club and just try to play the own youth all the time. Doesn't matter if they're capable or not. This might work though. I don't know. I guess I did that from time to time, but I had really good youth recruitment. With a club like this would be really hard. So this kind of I kind of want to start to save all over again and make different decisions. But yeah, just to see the result though. Not because I'm unhappy with the current status quo. In fact, I'm quite happy with this so far. There's the water sound again. Let's see if the guy with the AI comes in. Probably not. I'm not sure about that. There's something that is I feel often overlooked, and that's the fact that youth development costs money. In case you were not aware. So you have some random thing going on there with the quality of the youth. And in our case, for example, so let's just look into this. Where is it? Should be somewhere under expenditure. Give me a second. There's something for youth setup here, right? There it is. So this is the money we spent for the youth setup. And the chairman isn't willing to increase it. So we're talking 3,000 euros a season. Or 3.5, whatever. But on average, this is what we spent for the youth setup. They produce crap. Now, if we increase the training facilities, like upgrade them, or increase the youth setup, well, either facility maintenance goes up, wherever that is, somewhere in here, but facility maintenance costs money. And in the same way, the youth setup, if you increase that, it costs money, repeatedly. So you pay for that, and the players need to be better for it. Now, obviously, on a regular basis, they will, on average, they probably will be better, and they might make you some money, but it's not that easy. You can't just upgrade it all the way and hope to make back the million that you spend each year, because in some years you might not. So it has to do with the ability to take risk, again. In that sense, I hope that makes sense to you. That said, in this club I would gladly upgrade it, right? But not everywhere. And not once you are relegated, for example. Yeah, you get relegated and then you upgrade the youth facilities with the remainder of the money. Good luck with that. Good luck. That's one way to make it back to the top, or another way to get straight into financial ruin. Depends. Okay, we wanted to go for the friendly. Also, I wanted to do... Yeah, it is. It is. And, well, the sponsors would need to sponsor the potatoes, so... Or whatever it is they plant up there. Seriously. I was threatened, or I was threatening, well, probably both. I threatened you to do set pieces. Fine. So hopefully this goes through fast though, because we already know who takes the set pieces more or less. We just need to copy paste the other stuff. So hopefully we can make it work. Defensive corner setup. Is this fine? No, it is not. These two need to change. So this is now all defensive stuff. We told them to go back because they are not good markers. Yeah, sure. I don't know. Seriously. I don't want to be... I have no idea. Anyway, this is defensive corner defending right. So we have that. Now we do it to the left. Same here. Malte Ekman needs to be at the edge of the area and the other two need to go back. I'm not too fond of this striker decision here. We might change that. But so far this should be good. So let's save this. Then we have the attacking routines. Now this gets a bit more complicated. We should probably put a player on here, just to... I don't know, anyone. Liljedal, can you please come on? Here we go. And also we should probably have... we should have a setup for this. Alright, let's pick players so that we have an idea of who plays there. Most of the time anyway. This is still under... He might not play on attack duty though. More on support duty going forward. You might put it like that, yes. So previously we had a striker with really good heading. The DM is shit at defending. This is a playmaker type. There's nobody in the team in midfield that is good at defending. Maybe for Cell. He has decent jumping and strength. That would be an idea. See? Something like this. I'll look into it. But the thing is, the striker previously had really good jumping. So that's what he does there. It's no longer the case though. So I think this is a bad setup. In fact, this is for positive and defensive. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. But good luck finding that. I mean, we had a decent ball-winning midfielder, but the thing is, we felt a creative outlet in midfield. We need somebody there to play these passes. And it's either this or that. We cannot have all of it in one player. If we could, we wouldn't play this division. So, yeah, great. Anyway... Corner taking, aggressive. Now all of a sudden we don't take short corners anymore. This is totally fine, this is fine, and this is also fine. And these out here are fine too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. They are the ones to take a long shot, and the rest of it is decent. So 2 players for defending. I'm not sure if that's good, but it's okay. Defensive near post corner left is set. And the defensive near post corner right looks decent too. These should be switched. They stay back under any circumstances. These out here are decent. And this is still Nina for sale. So that's fine too. Don't know what happened there. Apparently but this is all decent so far. So back to defending again, as you stated. This is probably not a good idea. Now, jumping reach is okay, but the rest of it isn't. Do we have somebody else who can do this? Where's Nila for sale? Nila? I mean, not much better, right? But he's got the strength. And two central defenders cover him. Also, the goalkeeper can come out and claim the ball in this area. So in that sense, it should probably be okay. So do we want a striker going forward here? This is a weird setup. But this would allow us to score on the counter a lot. If we can make it work. And all three of these are totally fine up front here. I mean, Tillander is really just pacey. So it's not like he can help out in the back. 6 players against the corner, and then, well, this is basically an open knife, right? So maybe they run into it. Why not? Let's try. We'll see soon enough throughout the season if we concede after every single set piece. We will see soon enough. So I'll go with this, sure. Doesn't matter here. Where's Nila for sell? This is low. Same with low, by the way. Here, you think so? Why that? Ah, the striker in the middle. Yeah, sure. Okay. So I'm not sure if this does anything though. To be honest, it might be that the football manager doesn't adhere to this distribution. This is just basically, I don't know, an array. Yeah. I think I got it. But as I said, I'm not sure if this does anything. You might also argue that he doesn't serve any purpose going back, but somebody needs to be back, right? There's just not that many defensive players on the pitch. Same here then. Let's save this. Okay, we got this. Next one. Free kicks. Oh, all. So doing them all now. Okay. This is low. This is for sell. So I'm willing to switch for sell on the striker here. Oh, come on. No. This is absolutely not what I meant. Where's the DM, by the way? Multi-Eggman. Should be at the edge of the area. Cool. What's this? Get him to form a wall. So I'm not sure if this is great though. Thing is, the wingers don't serve any purpose being in the back. So for the striker to form the wall, I guess is okay-ish. Jump, reach, bravery and concentration. Yeah. I don't know what to do with him otherwise. So keeping him up front obviously is a good idea, but we need to defend this somehow. We could put one of these back. Oh, come on. Yeah, I will, but as I said, I'm not sure if this has any effect. What you're going on about here. It might not. They might not distribute like they do in the graphics here. They might just do it on their own, or whatever. Start in the same position, all 3 of them, and then it's dominated by the off-the-ball movement. Football Manager is weird in these things, or I don't know, confused sometimes. So, if we do it like this is not a very defensive setup. Yeah, I realize. I get what you're going on about. I'm just not sure. So I agree with you in that sense, but I am not sure if this is the way the game works. That's what I'm saying. I'm not questioning the sense in that. How do I put this? I do not question the way you want me to set it up. I would do it the same way. Actually, I do going forward with the central defenders. The right ones on the right, the left ones on the left usually, just to make the way a bit shorter going back. I'll explain in this example here, based on edge of the area. If I stack additional players to the edge of the area, it is not clear that the additional player will be in front of the other one. It might be that they both hover around the penalty spot somehow. This might just be the way things are displayed here, because you have to put the kids on the pitch somehow to visualize the concept. This doesn't necessarily mean that the position will be similar on the pitch. It might just be we are all at the edge of the area, or we all go back. It's not like he will be on the right side now. It might be, but it might also not be. See, they get redistributed into this array here all the time. Like if you change something, the order changes in some certain manner. It's not like this matters. So in that sense, I think it's entirely I don't know. It doesn't matter much how you set these up, as long as the instructions are similar. That said, I'm not sure if this is how it works. So yeah, this is me saying I'm not 100% about this. Substitutions. I'm not sure. In any case, so I'm willing to go with a two-man wall here. Nila for sell back is okay. Nathan Lowe can go back too, but this guy needs to stay forward. Where is he? I'm not sure if these are any good going back. And now, it's not like the wall all of a sudden has a hole, right? If these two form from a wall, I still set it up like this, but same here. Yeah, he should be at the edge of the area, 4 players to defend it. I don't know. This might not be a good idea. It might, yes. It might. It might. So in that sense, I'm not sure what it does. But really, as I said, I'm not sure if this correlates one to one on the positioning on the pitch. It might be that the striker is down here, going forward, because he thinks here's the space for him. And if he thinks like that, you can't do anything about it. Same if the midfielder to the right is, I don't know, the right midfielder thinks he needs to be on the left, he will be. And it doesn't matter how you set this up, he'll do that. At least that's what I think happens. But it's really hard to, well, how do I put this? We would need to look into these things repeatedly to get a bigger sample of data to know if this is true. I don't know how it works. I have to look into this, but we can. It's not a big deal. So the setup here overall is decent. I do not want this to happen though. This is still from last season. We want him to look outside the area too. And the set piece taker here is always the Metsala. So that's alright. I don't think so. Well, like there might be an influence there if the winger tight marks the wingback, for example, or the fullback. But I don't think that this is the problem. I think this is rather a thing of the match engine. It doesn't place these players where you expect them to be. But seriously, I'm not entirely sure how this works. So he's shit here. This doesn't make any sense. Yeah, this corner taking setup is the old one. So we want him to attack the posts. We want him to go forward. That's it. As a striker. No. From the edge of the area is his job. Where's Nila for sale? Here's Nila for sale. Nila for sale can attack the far post. And these should be at the near post. And now we have... Yeah, that's good too. But we have 2 players to stand outside. Look outside the area. Alright. So he will go with a mixed free kick anyway. These are all instructed to stay back under any circumstance. That's fine. So this is defensive direct left. And now we have defensive direct right. Same problem here. So he can... This is useless. He should lurk outside the area. He should lurk outside the area. We want a striker to attacking from the edge of the area. And a midfielder. Great. I didn't want to change the set piece taker. No, it's good. I want him to lurk outside the area too. So now we have 3 lurkers here. One is Jonathan Liljedahl. So he's not great at it, but usually there's somebody here who can take a long shot. Or the cross, really. And this one attacks the near post and he just goes forward. That's it. So that should be okay. Save this too. Hopefully I didn't make any errors, and we will go for the next one. Same here. Defensive midfielder is no longer a defensive option. He should be like this. Oh, in case this is another free kick taker, we want him to stay back, yes. Tilander will never take the kick, I don't know what's going on here, so we want him to lurk outside the area, that's okay. Now, Nila Farsil will not lurk though. He will attack the far post. Liljedahl can lurk, that's okay. Here we have him, and he should attack from the edge of the area. Because his movement is hard to pick up. We know that. Yeah, this stuff doesn't matter much. Okay. This is the header routine though. So this is defensive header DSC, right? And now we need to do the short version. Well, just this. Defensive short, DSC right. Now we do defensive, well, the header thing. Yeah, we gotta do that all over again. Okay. So he needs to lurk. He doesn't need to lurk, he needs to attack the far post. He needs to lurk, he needs to lurk, which is up here. He needs to attack from the edge of the area. And out of these two, the left one attacks the near post, and he just goes forward. Okay. No. Keep it like this. Best header is fine. We save this as defensive header DSC left. That's okay. Luckily, I do not have to change the titles too much. And now we go with a short one. And save this routine for defensive short DSC right, left. Did I do the defensive setup? Of course I didn't. Alright. Striker up front. I'll switch this for you, just in case it matters. And then we have a problem here because there's nobody in the middle to defend this. The defensive midfielder is not good at it. Yeah, we can use Nila Forsell again, right? Yeah. That's what we usually do. Use Nilla for cell. These two form a wall. Yeah, could work fine. I don't know. It's a rather aggressive way to defend their stuff, right? Because if they commit forward, they have a high chance to score, but we have a high chance to score on the counter. So in that sense, this is very aggressive for a defensive setup. But who cares? We'll try it. He will stay forward. We will put him to the left here, in case it matters. These can form the wall. There we have it. So now they can form the wall. And we will save this. Yeah, exactly. But they can, seriously. It's not like this is a problem. The entire squad is instructed to go with more direct passing, to a degree. So a defender slamming the ball out wide, yeah, that's entirely possible. It's not like this cannot happen. I think this fits the tactic just fine. Now, obviously, with faster and stronger people up front, it would be even better. Or with great jumpers. For example, if these two, like Dirk and, what's the other name, Ngongo. If Dirk and Ngongo would be great jumpers, strong and, you know, good headers, basically limited fullbacks at the top of their capability, it would work even better. Because they would be rather reliable in that. And the same with these. But we cannot change everything. We need to use the players for something. And I don't want a one-man wall with multi-Eggmen drifting around the penalty area looking for counter-attacking opportunities. I don't think that works. I'd rather have him used in something that contributes from time to time. Indirect wide. So this is the defensive setup again. Same problem here. We will get Nila for cell back. The striker can remain forward. And he can go form a wall. If he doesn't like that, doesn't matter. These two need to change. That should be good. Now we need to do it for the left side. Striker goes forward. These two switch in case it matters. Nila for cell goes back into the penalty area. And here we have these two. Defensive wide left. So now we have attacking indirect. This doesn't look too shabby. But he definitely leads to lurk. If he can, that is. He can't. Why can't he lurk? Sure. Sometimes this stuff is really weird. So I want him to lurk outside the area. Thank you very much. I want Nila for cell to attack here. He can switch with him. That's good. And this needs to go on stay back instruction in case he doesn't take the kick. And here we have 3 lurkers. He can attack the near post. So that should do. This is defensive header wide left. Now, same here. We need to go, or we don't need to, but we want to go with a short setup because it adheres to some of the tactical instructions that have been set by the fans, basically. So I actually think that our better goal scoring opportunities is due to long shots. So I will save this routine. The exact same setup, but short wide left. And we will do the same here. This also, by the way, this also uses the corner taker in a more reasonable manner. Or the free kick taker. Because the free kick takers are absolutely bad at it. And that's perfectly fine. This is okay, this is okay, he needs to lurk. There we go. These two are on stay back duty. I don't know if that checkmark does anything, but we gotta be sure about it. This is all good. This is all good, I guess. Okay, so this is the header version, which we will not use most of the time, hopefully. This is defensive header wide right. And now we will go with defensive short wide right. Here we go. Defensive short wide right. We'll see soon enough if this works throughout the season. If throughout the season I start complaining about conceding too much with set pieces, you know what's going on. Okay, last but not least, we've got the deep option. The deep option will always be taken with by the register, so that's good. He will never take a kick. This is entirely stupid. He will lurk outside the area. He doesn't need to be at a near post. He can attack the ball from the edge of the area. For sell can be at a far post, like this. And these are the ones that might be at the end of the header, and he might be at the end of a deflected ball. That's it. And same here. This is the header setup. We will remain with that. And then we will have a short one, just to retain possession. This might be a good idea overall. Because in a defensive setup we don't care about scoring, usually. We care about retaining the ball, keeping possession, get off the odd long shot, and overall just make sure we don't concede. So in that sense this might be a good idea. And to the left, same problem more or less. This is fine, this is not. He can come here, he can lurk too, he can go for the near post. This is Nathan Lowe, he doesn't take the kick, he lurks. Here we go. Slap those check marks in, because sometimes they all of a sudden go for a stay back if needed or something. I've had a few interesting results with this. So this is a header setup, and now we make it a short setup too. And I will leave it all on short, because short is the more defensive option, I guess. And I will go with the header setup in case we realize that they don't play a decent central defender or something like this, right? If their central defenders have jumping reach 10, for example, we will go with the header setup. That makes more sense. So that's indirect. Did we have these? This isn't done yet. Yeah, defensive side we need to do too. But this is rather simple. For sell and the striker can change, the striker can go forward. Set this up as it was. No wall here apparently. Indirect deep, yeah, it doesn't make much sense to have a wall here. And the DM can remain at the edge of the area to give a long ball. That's defensive deep left. And now we need to do the right side. He can go here, he can go here. For sell can be here. And these need to be distributed like this. That's it. Save that. That should be okay. Last but not least. Is this indirect deep already? Yeah, we did the other ones. Okay, so we did indirect deep. This, yeah, I thought I was one way out. But anyway, okay, now we've got the throwing. Now we will do the same here. He's not the right one to do that. He can go back. He can stay at the edge of the area. And he can be in the 6 yard box, I guess. Yeah, 6 yard box. Okay. Does this help? Don't know yet. Left side. Go forward. You two can change. You can go back. You can help out in defense. You can be at the edge of the area. Save this. Done. Throw-ins from the left side. This is a defensive setup and I'm happy with it. He needs to lurk though. For these two to come short, this is probably fine. No, it isn't. We'll do it the other way. Because he is he's a decent crosser at this point. Till under. It's his job. So for these two to take a pass or to cross is fine. These can lurk outside the area. He can be at the near post. He can mark the keeper. I don't think that's a good idea. In fact, it should be like this. Let the keeper do whatever he wants. And now he can attack the ball from the edge of the area. And we have a lot of unknown in it, I guess. And the same to the right side. He is the unknown factor. He doesn't serve a purpose there. Neither Fossel is the one to attack the far post. He can go forward, that's okay. These two come short, that's good, and he can lurk. There we go. That should resolve that stuff. And then we have, what's left? Penalties. Penalties are done. Fine. Let me not forget about saving all of this though. We will save all routines now, and we will call this set pieces defensive. And then we will not use them, because we will have set pieces positive loaded. And if I go in here now, yeah, it loads the positive set pieces, right? Okay, it should be fine. So hopefully Football Manager remembers this. If it doesn't, I will be annoyed, like really annoyed. But it should. Apparently Nina Fossel doesn't want to do dribbling training anymore. Okay. His finishing is 8 at this point. Great. Composure and decision making probably for a midfielder? I guess so. He wants to do more strength training. He already is on strength training. Which isn't a bad idea in itself. I thought he was more of a winger type, but okay. He can also do deep lying forward for us. Don't care. He might remain at the club. Yeah, I don't want to deal with the U19 right now. So, they can wait. But the defensive setup now is the defending after corners and free kicks looks like some sort of hoofball at this point. Even if they find Malte Ekman, he will just go with a long ball immediately, hopefully. Because he tries to find a killer ball, usually. Oh, apparently Johansson wants Speedy Boy. Interesting. Well, it's good to have Speedy Boy with the club, but I'm always open for business. Definitely. Depends on the money. Offer me 10k and he goes. Oh, they want him for loan. They want him for loan. Good weekend training, apparently. If I look at this, Where is it? That's, well, it's better than previously, I guess. And Hellberg seems to have the impression that he can really play. He might get the preferential treatment. Despite neither for sales availability. Why not? If he trains well. Anyway, 2 days until the friendly. Let's get that friendly done, then we will see through the trial lists. And afterwards, we will prepare for the match against Haninge. And then immediately afterwards it will be Vasalons. Wow. This is hard on me. Vasalons immediately. Do we need to? Really? Why? But apparently this is how it works. I still don't think signing Petrini is a good idea. We tried to. He declined. So, he can do whatever he wants now. Not bad. So the tactical familiarity finally seems to catch up with the players. That's good. There's Anderson. You might remember him, or not. We will sign him for cheap money. Yeah. He'll join later though. He'll remain with Pitio for the time being. Great. Is there trial slots open at this point? Probably. So we should do another round there. Let's go to England for apparent reasons. And try to poach players in there. U18 Division 2. These all look much better than I thought we'll have a chance. Yeah, I think we... National U... This is probably the place to go here though. These are the bad clubs, yes. So this is where we're fishing. For U18 players. $22. 32 players. York City U18 was the last one we tried. Great. All of them rejected anyway. There's 2 trials out of all of this. So now we go back to York City. Come on. This is it. Back to the U18 club. We just managed to offer trials to 2 of them, and then we go through the rest of the league. Well, maybe not all, but. Ytterhogdals are easy to find. "60 messages. There's a lot of accepted offers, and most of them will decline. Great. Ytterhogdals it was. Find them. Find their U18, and on it goes. Kettering. Scarborough, Scunthorpe. Well, this is a lot of trial lists. They will probably decline. Most of them. And it will be too many. So Scunthorpe. Scunthorpe it is, and afterwards we probably have it. Like most of these throughout the division. This is a way to spam the message box, by the way. This is great. There's like one coming in. Spennymoor. Did we already try these? I'm not sure, we might have. Tamworth. Well, we definitely did try York City. So, this is the league. We had the first group. We never hit one of the second group, so we might as well go on with this. This is Oldham, this is easy to remember. Yeah, so I wanna get 30 trial lists from England, just to build for the future. And this takes a while, obviously. Port Vale on its own is how many people? 25 in the U18. Redcliffe is 2 though. There's a read all button somewhere. So I can do this and then... That's easier. Redcliffe it was. That's the wrong Redcliffe. Seriously. Apparently this is the right one. Anyway. Here we have Southport. Stirling Bridge, Celtic, Warrington Town. Johnny Duncan is on our shortlist for some reason. Okay, he might have been released earlier on. Here's Chester. Chester is easy to remember, so I'll do that. There we have Charlie. Curzon Ashton. Fun fact, I managed this club once. Didn't do too well. I think I got relegated back then. That was in the early days of my Football Manager playing. I think we got relegated, yeah. It was close though. Alright, that's enough. Oh, I've had enough of this clicking. "37 unread messages." Great. There's a few trials coming to an end. This is interesting. Or not. He trained well, but he's temperamental. I don't want him in the squad. Bruce. Fairly ambitious. 18-year-old already. Eddie May. 18 years old, brings ball out of defense. I don't think so, attribute-wise. Mark Giano. Either footed striker or pressing forward. That's not good enough though. Hungarian and English, born in Hungary. Interesting. Yeah, same with this. He's unambitious, I don't want him. And then there's a I mean, I guess he can come in on trial too. But there's a lot of players that declined our trial offers, so that's it. What's this? Oh, Nesting completed his coaching qualifications. That's good. Great. Let's go for the match. And with all of these here, well, there's only one trial list in here. Did the rest, they didn't even arrive yet, is it? Okay. Some of these have heavy load, they will not play. I will not have somebody get injured at this point in time. Alp can come on, and who is it? Probably Baltic Blom at this point. Great, so we got that. Söderberg can be on the bench. That's alright. Westberg is without any sharpness. Interesting. And then we can go through these like this. We just look for their match load. If they are on heavy load, we will not have them on the bench. And everyone else can try to come onto the bench. That might include a few youth players though, but who cares. Melander, Helberg, Swan. Yeah, I gotta get rid of some youth players here. Puga is okay, Morgan is okay. Then there's Franson and Ishak. Let's just get rid of this guy. And put Ishak there. That's it. That should be alright. So we go with a positive formation. This is fine. How do they play? Like this. So for next match only, we will try to overlap on both wings. That's it. Go. Hopefully, we'll score a few goals, improve morale overall, and then we go into the real meat of the season. At least the snowfall finally seeded. Oh yeah, we're still on key highlights. So this should be a key highlight. Bolliger Blom just over. Yeah. But especially due to the corner setup and stuff, I think it's interesting to look into the comprehensive stuff too, in case we missed something. Now this is positive formation, so it doesn't affect the recent changes. Svensson with the Mohawk apparently. Taha. Smoljevic. Ekman Tillander. Nice ball by Tillander. Lugongo. Just doesn't look not risky. Liljedahl. Interesting way to put the ball in. Ekman. Nice pass for Alp. Does he go for a cross? No. Finds Ekman again, and Ekman goes for the cross. And well, Tillander's not a header. But we get a corner. So now we can look at the positive corner setup from the right side. Is this how we want it to be set up? Low on Liljedahl here. Ekman here. So this is what I was talking about, explosive birthday cake, in case you're still listening. It's not like they are in a row here. And like this, I don't feel like this is set up the way it should be. Frosel. Yeah, Wilson to challenge the keeper is not a bad idea though. Till under. Not much happening. Alright. Voldsund. Hopefully nobody gets injured. Nice cross for low. Oh, how can you not score that? It's Nathan Lowe, yes. Nathan Lowe and, well, the other guy's not. Just over. Where is he? It's Dylan Morgan and Nathan Lowe. I need to learn their names. Well, I don't need to. But I want to. For sale. Tillander. Ngongo. Nice save by the keeper. Tillander again. Corner taking setup looks decent. There's two people in the back. Bodegaard Blom doesn't manage to get this one. And Tillander intercepts the ball. Avoids the counter. Low. Ekman. Trying to go through the middle here. For sale. Nice long ball. Well, Mr. Voldsund, if you want to be a striker, you gotta score. Especially these chances. And you gotta score them all. For sale, Liljedahl. Liljedahl. Alp. For sale. Ekman. Voldsund. Liljedahl again. That is, I guess, going for the overlap in a way. Ngongo, low. Yet another long shot. We will score at some point. It's 13 minutes into the game though. Yeah, okay. Hopefully we can get the scoring going. But I don't want to look at 25 chances now that do not result in anything. Even though that's somewhat interesting, all it tells us is that, well, they didn't get the ball into the back of the net. Ngongo, Tillander, Tillander just runs with the ball, and there finally it is. We're one goal up. I don't think we need to replay though. On the other hand, he really just ran through. Like there was a gap between the two defenders that he just ran through. Nobody was there to intercept. So, Smailovic, not a problem. Voldsund. Ytterhogdals will have an interesting season with Smailovic on the bench or in the squad all of a sudden. So Ytterhogdals might not play that many games. That'll be new to him, not to play every single game. Low runs past the defenders. Smashes it against the post. It was a decent finish overall. Just didn't make it in the back of the net. But, well, that close to the post is totally fine. So it was well placed. Too well placed, you might say. Tillander with a corner. Smailovic. Crossbar, I think. We can say one thing for sure. They don't look like they stand a chance so far. We're well in control of the game. Oh no. Voltsund got injured. A potential knee injury, seriously? Why? 45 minutes into the game, he would have been substituted in a minute anyway. Please don't do that to me. I don't want to start into the season without a striker. Alp, throw in, till under, Alp again, and that's wonderful movement by Forsell. Seriously. This is, by the way, how he was instructed, if I'm not mistaken. He might be lurking outside the box. I'm not sure if he was the one to penetrate the penalty area that way, but it worked. Ytterhogdals. Forsell. Ekman. Low. Smilovic. Low again. Low. Pass back for Ngongo. And here's Ytterhogdals. Hopefully Voltsund isn't injured. Well, he is injured, but hopefully it's just a, I don't know. Just some sort of, he got beaten there. And it will be done in a week or two. Low is complacent anyway. Where's Oliver Swan? Here he is. There we go. He can have some time on the pitch. Smilovic is tired, so Ytterhogdals can come on. That's okay. Westberg is complacent? Fine. Let Zetterberg have his space on the pitch. This is not needed. Is there somebody for the left side on the bench? Oh no, there isn't. So Alp can play through. If he can anyway. Here's Hellberg, he can come on for Forsell. And Tillander on Ytterhogdals. So Speedy Boy here. And for Ytterhogdals there's probably Puge. Or Morgan really. Yeah, Morgan could do with some match practice. Apparently some of them are interested at least. Hansson, Taha, Sjögren. Interesting name. Lund. Pedersen. Gull. Andersson. Not a bad way to build up play. Larsson. Yeah, that goes down as a key highlight probably. They should have scored that one. We were lucky. Hellberg. Oliver Swan. Ngongo. Ngongo. Nice pass. Speedy boy. He's not so speedy today, but Oliver Swan is. Oliver Swan doesn't manage to find Hellberg's head. That's so hard to do though. Ngongo doesn't take the shot. Ytterhogdals. Ytterhogdals, Swan with a header. I think there was enough space to go for the shot there, but he took the header. Ytterhogdals again. Hellberg. Speedy. Jonathan Bengtsson on the ball. Oh, Oliver Swan. Hellberg. That's quite the error in defense here. And that's the second error in a row. So Mr. Anderson doesn't have a good game. Hellberg does though. He has fun. Or he's having fun, I guess he's having fun. Swan, the Gongo. Hellberg, well done. Can he find a penetrating pass? Apparently he can for Oliver Swan. This is a wonderful pass, by the way. And Oliver Swan wastes that chance. So expected goals wise, this doesn't look too good. Well, it looks great, but we didn't score all 4. So we are behind expectations, I guess, in the last friendly. Franson, Alp again. Morgan, Hellberg, Alp. Alp with the cross, Speedy clearly not offside. Smashes the crossbar again. 4.19 expected goals now. Boldegard, Blom and Melander and Ekman are still on the pitch. We can probably bring on Rigby here. And same with Melander. Apparently they scored. What happened? We gave away a goal. How did it happen? Long ball, missed the header, and the other one was caught out of position. And Larsson is just a bit faster than Boldegard Blom. Yeah, so this will not happen in competitive matches too much. Simply due to the fact that Boldegard Blom will not be on the pitch all the time. Hopefully that is. And if he is, well, his pace is certainly of concern, always. Franson, Morgan. Morgan with the long shot. Two minutes to go. And apparently yet another corner that we face. Larsson. Well done. Anderson. Jansson. Oh no. Well, whose fault is that? Apparently a few players' fault. That was well defended. This is not a problem. And then Rigby didn't intercept the ball. So he's not a regular starter, he's just a youth player, doesn't matter much. But we conceded 2, so that cannot stand. Overall, good performance. But these 2 goals, they are not good. And Wolfsund he has a twisted knee. 3 to 6 days. What does this mean for the starter of the next match? I wouldn't say we have selection problems, but it's already interesting. So, is there anyone that needs to start under any circumstance? Sure. With the goalkeepers, Sederberg, Westberg, Coleman, Nilsson, and Berg, it's either Sederberg or Westberg. Now, Sederberg is more match fit, I guess. Also, he's the senior member here. I think that's fine. Did Westberg train well? Not really. 6.6. But we can look into this later. So yeah, we will skip over this week and probably talk to the players in detail prior to the match, and deal with the trial lists. And afterwards, we'll have the first game of the season, the first real game of the season. But I will go for a bathroom break now, and I'll be back in a minute or two. First game of the season's coming on. I should probably have switched on the light. There we go. That's much better. Well, not much, but a bit. So, what will we do? What will we do against Haninge? First of all, we need to look into our scouting. I think at this point it's probably a good idea to set up one of the scouts. The recruitment focuses. Where's the assignments section? Short lists and so on, I don't care. Scouting assignments. Here we are. Not really. So apparently he has a recruitment focus. He's analyzing our next opposition, this is good. Problem is, he's no good at it. So we want the chief scout to do this. So he should analyze the next... Can we... Where can we see this? There we go. So, we want to scout Haninge. By John Beck, that's okay. I guess he can do it. Doesn't matter much. It's all fine. What's he doing? Not much. Oh, we've got knowledge in Central Asia? Why is that? Oh, Turkmenistan. Yeah, sure. I remember. We signed somebody that has got knowledge there. So, but still, this is an interesting setup. We have knowledge in most of the Nordic countries. Some in England, some in Italy, some in Serbia. Even the Faroe Islands. Yeah, okay. That doesn't do much. I don't know where... I seriously have no idea where to cancel this assignment. Focus in Sweden? Good. Can I have him scout one league? I don't care about the players. I want him to scout all the players in one league. It was entirely possible previously. There we go, area, nation, Europe, Sweden. That's it. I cannot even disclose the league. Why? I do not want him to scout the Premier Division. It's useless. He's awaiting an assignment. So if we send him out to scout somewhere, now he can scout all of Sweden. Great. For, I don't know, youth players, I guess. Alright, let's give our scouts something to do. So, in case they turn 18, they are close to being too old. But given that these are players that are scouted in Sweden, we can go until the age of 21, basically. And look for somebody that has a minimum current ability of 1 star and potential of, I don't care. In all honesty. Doesn't matter much to me, as long as they're young. But let's say, yeah, the problem is 5 stars, he will not find anyone. So let them have 2.5. So they can play in the squad. Maybe 3. Yeah, this varies a lot about this. So, and we're looking for transfers and loans. That's okay. In Sweden, yeah, sure. Why not? Ongoing. And this will be Artev. Apparently he has no focuses so far. And we will also assign an analyst. Why not? That will probably do it. Okay, let's confirm this. Now, he has to focus to scout... Oh, age 15 to 21 in Sweden. For him? He's analyzing the next opposition. This is wrong. This is not what's going on here. Well, it might be. But I don't know how to cancel this. I'm not sure how to cancel the the ongoing reports on the next opposition. So we might receive 2 going forward. It's entirely weird. So I don't want him to scout the next opposition anymore. Let's create a focus for him. What's his name? Nieberg. He can go to any area. Well, for us this is Sweden only. And we want him to find transfers that are, well, basically first team transfers. Stuff like this. And within Sweden, why not? And an analyst he can have too. Let's give him Sorensen. Ah, also probably. No. Sorensen it is. Because he's got knowledge in 3 nations. It's great, but it doesn't matter much. We really just want him to do something for his money. And the transfer and loan is totally fine. I don't care about the age either. Or the position, really. Yeah, sure. So also this should be up. What happened there? I thought I selected it. Yeah, it gets... Oh. It goes for a reset here. Great. That's a UI that I'm really happy about. Alright, that's good. Sure. No. He's scouting Sweden. He's scouting 15 to 21-year-olds in Sweden. And he scouts the next opposition. Apparently. No reports just yet. But that should be it. This is the first time I set up scouting since forever. You probably might have noticed. And hopefully we can extend the coverage going forward. So Low will play. If I can help it. He'll play. That is if Oliver Swan doesn't outrun him immediately. Training wise. Which might happen. There's a lot of friendlies going on. Is there for Haninge? We probably should have looked into this previously. Yeah, they played friendly, so we might have scouted their friendly yesterday. We failed to do so. No, we're stuck with what we have. Knowledge-wise. So, cool. Captain for the season. Past captain Oliver Swan does not wish to be in contention of the captaincy. Okay. He doesn't want to be captain anymore. Anderson Yeah, he can remain captain. If we look at leadership here, there's no use giving the captaincy to any of these players. Well, Wilson maybe, but he's clearly a better leader. Overall, Hellström doesn't need to have it. Zetterberg is on the pitch more or less the entire time. And Anderson will not be on the pitch very much, but that's okay. Volin had apparently... he set up a goal. Good. Good. And Vorik, he scored 2 goals. Wow. He scored 2 goals and he's still in decline. Jonas Ekström. There's not much happening with him. He doesn't improve in any way. We gotta get rid of him. But apparently we won't. But this is the case. Let me go back. Where's Ekström again? Here. This is a case of somebody who, throughout his entire career so far, so since 2025, 2 years now, he trained as an inverted winger, I think on attack duty. Look at this. This will not do. It doesn't matter wherever he improves going forward. He will not be available. So let's offer him to clubs for free. I don't want to do a wage contribution though. But if we can have 10% of the next sale in a friendly, I'm totally fine with it. Absolutely fine with it. He's a slag. I'm not interested. That said, look at that. Wow. Look at that heading. So as a target forward... yeah. I hate to say this, but this guy's great. Jumping reach is good, the heading is outstanding. He can score more than 1 header a season, definitely. He's got the bravery too. So he's got everything he needs for it. Except for the personality. The personality is horrible. So I don't want to sign this guy, but I regret it too a little bit here. If we had a model professional that could teach him for 5 years, maybe. Daryl Mile. Pro. Communication could do with some improvement. Anticipation could do with some improvement. That's a decent signing for an 18-year-old. I can live with that. That's okay. Doncaster. How much money does he earn there? €6 a week. Think they will give him to us? Well, selling team wage contribution isn't on the cards here. They want to let him leave. That's okay. Professional 18-year-old, why not? And if he doesn't make it in the first team, he can be around the club. In case he's cheap, that is. If he isn't, forget what I did. He seems to have improved recently, but... So, as a central defender, not a fan. Here, box to box. Better, but the finishing of 13 is really good though. That's good. But it looks like they trained him in a lot of different roles. Or this is just how he is. It's not like he couldn't go anywhere with this, but I don't know what to do with him. And in that case, nah, forget about it. Also balanced personality, so yeah. David Noble. Well, this is entirely clear. This is a central defender. He wants to be central defender. He will develop as a central defender. But unambitious, I don't think I want to sign him. Mark Parrish. I think due to the sample of very low attributes, I think my interest perishes too. He's incredibly interested. Well, okay. And he can be youngster with us. Not a problem. And this is too much. But he will get a youth contract. For another year, I guess. Seriously, man, you get a youth contract. That's it. This is not a discussion. We are nearly there. You can get a youth contract. Alright. Forget about this. You can have a youth contract. Great. Thank you very much. And this youth contract will see your personality in our squad. Free transfer, English player. In an emergency situation, he can even play in the first team. Great. Haninge coming up. So. I don't want to look into the team report only. I want to look into the full report. Alright. This should be a close contest between two very evenly matched teams. So we are expected to draw in a sense. So far so good. A lot of players make a debut here. And we don't know about him. Not too much anyway. Runs with ball down right, places back to the goal. He's a strong running man, I guess. Interesting. But he plays as a target forward. Overall. So he's not too slow, but he's not fast. He's very dangerous. From a header point of view though. So I wouldn't count on us being able to defend against him in a defensive formation. That's the first thing I notice here. And then we have somebody that moves into channels, tries tricks and cuts inside from left wing. Overall this is a good player, but he's 31 now. Never been injured though. See, he's left-footed though. He's left-footed but cuts inside anyway. For some reason. So we can show him onto his weaker right foot. And long shots and passing, well, the passing is good. But he might be dangerous anyway. But at least we can avoid his dangerous crosses. And then Mr. Kitola, right-footed, dwells on the ball and likes to beat the opposition repeatedly. Dwells on ball. Isn't great. So we need to close him down. They don't pass much. They play gegenpressing. Haninge have few passes and they are very inaccurate apparently. What level is this? Their last opponent. So they scored none of the 6 shots they attempted. Expected goals performance says nothing because I don't know which one is which. Apparently Haninge is wide. So overall they did quite similar to their opponent. Problem is I'm not sure what the opponent is. But anyway, there's gegenpress style, right? So if they play with a gegenpress style, they will push up high. And there should be some space to exploit here. Eriksson is fast enough to defend against Tillander most of the time. And Björnberg Björn Berg. He's a bit on the slow side though, the right defender. So what's the fastest option we have on the left? Is it Puget? 11-11. So that's definitely faster. Liljedal is 8-11 if I'm not mistaken, yeah. He's a bit slow to accelerate. He's got good anticipation and so on though. And then the obvious choice would be Morgan. He's 13-11, so he's got the pace to beat this guy. On the right wing, we will probably still go with Tillander. He's faster than the defender here, so that shouldn't be a problem. And, well, up front, we have a problem. So either Wolfson is match fit at this point, or Franson will make to need to make an appearance. Make to need an appearance, yeah, exactly, Chris. That's it. And with all the other players, we can probably remove him from the shortlist, from the loan list at this point. Boldegard Blom is still wanted. I'm not opposed to the idea. He isn't though, so let's remove him here. Rigby. There's a few others. Speedy Boy is wanted by some clubs. Wickberg wanted to leave anyway. None of these is listed for loan anymore. Carlson, sure. I would have loved to get rid of him, but being listed for loan for the entire time and not finding a move, I feel has an influence on the training performances. So I'm not willing to do that. Adolstein's son. Apparently not on his ones though. Still, let's make him unavailable. And he trains as a wingback. We'll see where this goes. That's also one of these players that I'm not proud of at all. I think he could do something for us. We signed him in February, so it's not that long ago. Yeah, sure. He's got... Overall, he's not that bad. But he would need to play. And nobody wants him, or wants to have him. So, from that perspective, this is not good. And it will not be successful. If we don't play him, that is. But I don't think this is viable. Now, 2 injuries later, we might still play him. And Puget, I'll get him from the loan list too. So in recent matches, preseason anyway. Yeah, this is not in here. In recent matches he did well. There's not much to complain about him in preseason so far. Reminds me of other players that reportedly have good performances in preseason and then it drops off. Ostrom's... I guess this is good for him. So we wanted him to be taught how to play box to box. And just to improve overall. Maybe find a loan move at some point. Didn't happen so far. But there's some minor progress in there. Sure. York have been promoted from the Vanarama North. Great. There is a few recommendations already. Theo Eriksson. Yeah, he fits the description, that's true. Victor Dahlin, I'm not surprised to see Dahlin in here. but he's got a notable weakness with the heading. Otherwise, he's totally fine. But do I really want to teach somebody a central defender good heading? Also, his jumping reach for, well, he's a pacey central defender, not so much a beast of a man. Nils Havenet. Weird composition of traits, I don't want him. And there is Gustav Swayer. I'm not interested in this guy. I'm interested in this though. So this is the age bracket 15 to 21. They are clearly instructed. To tell us about Swedish players. Well, players in Sweden. And the first players that come to mind are 3 20-year-old Norwegians. Interesting. If only one of these was any good personality-wise. That's usually the little icing on top that's missing. So we train taking corners and we train the defensive shape today, and then we'll go with attacking movement and teamwork. Hopefully we can work something out. Who's extreme? Oh, that's this guy. So I think we should sell him. Seriously. I'm done talking to you. And now? What's going on now? Unhappy with training overall. It's not like he can be unhappy all he wants now that I wanted to force him out of the club. But in the end, the only thing that's left to him is to leave. Does he think he can, I don't know, retain his contract and go for a whopping €5 a week until the end of the contract? Sure he can. Or then he'll rot in the stands most of the time. Georgi removed from a short list. I do not. Oh. Well, still. I think he should remain on the short list. He might get released by PTO at some point. So I will definitely want him here on the short list. Overall, he's well-rounded. That's good. And I'm really worried that they sold him to PTO. Which are in... we will face him this season. We'll face him. And most likely he will score like 5 goals against us, and then we will be really annoyed. Because we had him on our radar for forever. Seriously. I should have spent money earlier on him, but it didn't happen. He was unwilling to come in at some point. Great. Where's all the other trial lists? We had trial offers going on for so many people. Where are they? There's so many here. Okay. None of them wants to come in, I guess. Yeah. So for the game against Haninge, I feel like we need a deep lying forward. I don't know yet which of the two it will be. What's suggested training? I don't know what this means. So we still have attacking movement and teamwork in here. I want to see what this does. Nothing. There's no training suggested, I guess. I just hope it didn't change our tactics or something. How's he doing? Returning full training tomorrow. Yeah, he's not match fit though. On the other hand, he's got a great amount of flexibility. He can command somewhere else too, so he might be on the bench for next game. Mr. Woldsund. Welcome back, sir. I see. Yeah, so this is the game against IFK Haninge. First game of the season. Still 2 days to go, and Marcus Woldsund managed to twist a knee in the last friendly. 1 minute before halftime, before he would have been substituted anyway. Sure. In fact, I'm happy that you. So how do I put this? I wouldn't expect this of anyone, but you're helping out the channel in a way. Not by not watching, but by leaving the stream open whilst you are out for shopping. So in that sense, it helps out a lot because average viewership is really what's needed overall. Well, that is the metric that's most important to Twitch. We also signed a goalkeeper, in case you're interested. A young guy that is a professional. So he can come in immediately. I don't think I do much. I just play a game. If that's entertaining to you, great. Good to know. Yeah, I mean, I guess probably the right thing to say at this position. Not that I have any experience with it. Is recommend me to your friends. I don't know, blah blah. But yeah, it's fine. It's good. I'm in a good mood too. I spent like half an hour in the sun today. Just laying around on the balcony. And in case it's entertaining to you, well, that's all that matters, really. Because as soon as it starts not to be entertaining anymore, well, that's it. You should probably do something entertaining if it isn't anymore. But I went for groceries previously during the break between the first and second stream, so I can see the appeal. I bought some nice meat and some even nicer veggies, some cheese, extra. Yeah, well, he will not be happy anytime soon. It was. It was. I stir-fried it and had it on the balcony in the sun. So it's not that cold anymore, or you could argue it is. It's like, I don't know, 5 to 10 degrees Celsius outside. I'm not sure how much it really is. Something like this. Well, now it's too late. I don't know. In the sun it was warmer though. It felt really good. So to eat outside is a new experience to me at the age of 37. In my own apartment, that is. I never had a real balcony to eat outside. So that's cool. Or hot, or however you want to put it. I like it. Oh, that damn bug. This is so annoying. Okay, yeah. But as long as the sun is out. Yeah, it's just... Once you're used to it, I'm not even sure if stir-frying is the right way to put it. But once you're used to it, it's an easy way to do meals, I guess. Oh, Luke Collins doesn't play well out on loan. What's going on with him? Well, okay. It's one appearance, but 5.7 is really bad. I guess in midfield, Nina Farcel is the default choice. That's it. 6.4 training rating is not good. So, no more training to be had? Yeah, we might as well talk to the players now. That's it. So, this might take a while. We need to talk to them, we need to remind them of the importance of the match. What's this? Race for coefficient spots. This is Champions League stuff. Why do I get a report about this? Do that. And how do I say, good appetite, I guess? Let's go to the press conference. We played them like one time, right? I don't think so. Apparently we have won the last 4 matches against IFK Haninge. I have no idea how we managed to get that done. Can we get off to a win? Yes. So the question is about Adam Hellström's performances this season. He's our star player, and I think, yes, he's crucial to the team. I think we'll go with the slightly weaker answer here. The rest of the team is important too. He definitely is not for the first team now. He's for the U19 and he tries to play there, I guess. Yeah. So the hope is that he will lose his trade and have a positive influence on the rest of the squad. That's all I want from him. History has shown that teams can generally stay up in the First Division North with 35 points. I think we had 31 last season. It was really close. Is that a magic number for you and your team this season? Obviously we want to do more. We want to get promoted, but I'm not sure if this is the right goal to address at this point. Am I confident of reaching it? Yes, I think so. So about the passing style, I still think this is not the most important thing overall, but in case they love it, well, let's give it to them. And we will do. Nobody thinks we will pull any trees. Well... I think Jonas Anderson is a wonderful capture for the club overall, personality-wise though. His undoubted potential. Is there a team that I consider to be favorites to be relegated this season? But Smedby probably, but really all of these are strong. So no comment. I have no idea. I could have picked our own. Seriously, we are expected to get relegated, I think. Alright, training talk. Individual training talk. So Paul Coleman, whilst being around the team, will not play. He trains well though. So that's fair. He trains well. And in case I ever need somebody for a match that is not important, whenever that happens, he might make an appearance. Welcome back, I hope your sandwiches are good. And very tasty. And healthy on top. Felix Hellberg. So Hellberg trained really well. He deserves a place on the pitch. Or at least on the bench. To not have Forsell on the pitch though feels wrong. He's so up for this match. Or is he? With Forsell the thing is this training isn't good. So we will need to tell him. And that implies that Hellberg needs to come on. And to start this, I love feta cheese. Seriously, I love it. Hellberg taking lesser risks is probably good. His flair is decent, his vision, passing and technique are, you know. Do we really want to sit? I guess Forsell had that coming for him though, due to the training rating. I am not sure if this is a good idea. So we're already in a way weakening the squad. On the other hand, Hellberg is one of these players. If he trains well, hopefully he can get us to a 6.6. Yeah, you make me want to have some. Thank you very much. I will tell my girlfriend to drop me some feta cheese. No, seriously. I'll eat for what is it, dinner? I'll go for dinner at some point. Per Franson. How's he doing? Yeah, that's what I expected. So the overall risk of injury for... Did you see that again? This bug with the jumping around is really annoying. That happens all the time. Not only does it lose selection, no, it also drops the user interface somewhere else. I don't know why this didn't get fixed. I don't care about a database. Fix these damn bugs. So in defense, it's Ytterhogdals or Smailovic. I don't think Rigby is a real contender. Ostrom trained well, but I don't see him coming on anytime soon. This answers the question. Smailovic is definitely the better one of these two. Carlson will not play. No way. I cannot see this going through. That said, I'm happy for him to have a good training performance, but same bug, by the way. And Ytterhogdals is on a 6.8. So if this is the way Morgan wants to go about this, Ytterhogdals can play. So Smailovic and Ytterhogdals it is. He's a good defender. And apparently Morgan wants to come onto the bench or even not play at all. That's sad, but on the other hand, if Ytterhogdals performs, that's okay. At least he trained well. Yeah. That's the other one. There's simply these two probably. They are what's most annoying about Football Manager right now. And these bugs, by the way, got introduced this season, this iteration of Football Manager, at some point during patching. That's a lack of quality control. You cannot patch a game and introduce new bugs. So there's some lapses in QA there. I don't know why this happens. Usually during testing this should be available. But this will get too much into software development again, and well, they will have their reasons. Let me put it that way. I don't know about their testing setup or the QA pipeline or something like this. So the keepers all train horribly, with the exception of Paul Coleman. I feel inclined to give Paul Coleman some time on the pitch just because he trains well. Nilsson definitely not, and Entenberg probably neither. Come on, seriously? What the hell is this? So we'll play Sederberg, but Westberg can have his time on the stands, as long as he trains like this. I will not tolerate this. So Nilsson goes on the bench. That's no, not Nilsson. Hell no. Coleman it is. Coleman just the one to train well. Yeah. So the Irish guy might make an appearance in case Sederberg is hurt. I'm unapologetic about this. I will probably regret it, but if you don't train well, you cannot play. Who else? Well, here as a register we have 2.5 options. To be, well, actually it's more than like 3. So he's on a 6.4 rating. That's not great. Let's warn him about it. I am not surprised that this happens, but I don't want you to do it this way. Malte Ekman. That's horrible training rating, but at least he develops. For some reason. How does this look for a register? Yeah. So the dribbling went down, but apparently he improved in every single attribute that he needs as a register. So that tells me that there's some potential left in him. Let's give him time on the pitch, even though the training rating wasn't great. And let's warn him about it. And I'm going through these on rather with less of a pacey approach because I don't want to make any errors. So the forward. Here's the question. How strong are they? Yeah. So this tells me Stolheden is as strong and as good as a jumper as Ishak is. Not a chance. Or it's 50-50. 50-50 is good odds sometimes, but this guy's stronger than Ishak. Doesn't jump that well, but overall this looks like decent defenders. So Ishak as a pressing forward would stand a chance from time to time probably, but not reliably. We're going the other way. We're trying with the youngster. Because, well, Wolfson isn't ready. He cannot play. He twisted his knee and we can be happy that he didn't hurt himself even further. This guy, on the other hand, he has most of what he needs. And the annoying thing here with the strength training will go away at some point. He'll realize that there is no good fitness coach here. So we'll play him as a deep lying forward. He trained for it. But he's got the pace here to make a difference. Well, not the pace, the acceleration mostly. And at 20 years old, a professional player, well, if he performs all of a sudden and we don't need the expensive signings, good for him. That's okay too. Anderson didn't train well, we'll tell him. He needs to improve his training under any circumstance. Then we have Ngongo on the right wing. Apparently his long throws improved a little bit, he didn't train well though. 6.55 is not good enough for me, so I'll tell him. That said, he will probably play, because... where's the other guy? Bernson? Because Bernson is a 6.50, and Bernson has the added benefit of being a good bench player. I can always put Burnson on the bench, and he can cover both sides as a defender. He's right-footed, but I think he can also play wingback on a support duty here, to a degree. So that's why I'm willing to have him on the bench. Ngongo, on the other hand, not so much. Which also means that Burnson might make an appearance from time to time, and we don't have to treat him in a special way. He will probably come on by itself. So then we have Hellstrom. There's not much of a debate to be had here. 6.75 isn't great, but well, it is what it is. And in central defense, it's Hagedal, Boltegold, Blom, or Rigby, who can have a place on the bench. Boltegold Blom trained better, apparently. I'm rather surprised by this. On the other hand, he's really slow. Hagedal is definitely stands out, but his training has been bad. So I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt in this situation. He will go to the bench, and he probably will play, considering our central defenders usually get tired pretty fast. And we've got Alp and Dirk. Alp didn't train well, but it's not horrible. Dirk didn't train well. And this is the way you get kicked out of the team. If he had trained well, he would play, and then he would probably have a good career. But as long as he doesn't train well, he might get the odd place on the pitch, in case Alp doesn't play well. But for now, we play with the backup rather than the player we want to develop there. If this is the way he goes about training. And then, so what's going on now? Burnson is cover for these two positions, Coleman obviously as a keeper, Hagedal for the central defender position. Forsell is a bit more up front. We need a creative element here. But Melander didn't train well. And I do not consider Melander to be mandatory in these circumstances. Because there are two other players that might train well, that can play Metsala, as well as back here. He is not one of them though. Well, yeah. Yes. But this personality influences this. And it's also influenced by, well, you know, once they get more match experience, it's also influenced by the match experience available. And if you have players like this, you don't need the others to be on the bench really. So I don't know when this happened. Yeah, it happened right now. For some reason, we got really lucky with this development. Where's Metsala? Here. Look at this. And we bought him back just recently. Anticipation 11 now. This is not due to the match experience in friendlies. This is just natural progression. We got really lucky here. Now, obviously, it's not a great jump. But just imagine that he had a really good finish too. Like, not just the finishing, but also the long shots. Just imagine that. But for now, he's going for free kick taking, and that's part of his job going forward. So that's okay. I will put Oliver Swan on the bench immediately here. And Oliver Swan is at the same time a replacement for Lowe and a replacement for the Register. Because Oliver Swan is perfectly capable of playing Register. He never trains at it, but if you look at this is totally fine. He will not dominate it, but it's totally fine. Now he runs with ball through center and moves the ball to the left foot before dribbling. Sure. Runs with more ball through center is not exactly a Register move. But I can deal with it. That's okay. And then we have a replacement for the striker and for the wings. Now, Morgan can be 1.5 of these. Despite not training well, he's got the ability to make a difference, so I want him in the squad to a degree. Volsund I would definitely love in the squad, but at this point he's not match fit. Yeah. Anton Ishak. Anton Ishak, what the hell are you doing? With this training rating, the thing is I cannot play him. Like, I cannot congratulate him on his performances with such an approach. So I don't want to do that. How's Speedy Boy doing? Not great, but much better. So Speedy Boy can come on. Yeah. I think you're right. Well, it all depends on the attributes, obviously, but I think I agree with you overall. So Speedy Boy for the right wing. He might also drop in as a emergency replacement on the left wing here, in case we go down a goal or something. And on the left wing, as well as striker, we'll go with Morgan. Can Morgan play pressing forward? Well, sure, to a degree. I mean, he's got the pace. And probably the traits fit this just nicely for a defensive formation. So this is a weird situation, because we will not play the strongest squad. We play those that trained well. And well, some of the strongest players are injured. This is already a weird start into the season. Low crossing against Friendson. Well, towards Friendson, totally fine. He doesn't have good anticipation, but he has the pace. So off the ball movement is decent. He might find one of them. Shorter passing overall, I think, suits the quality of passing in this team, just in general. Yeah, wait for it. Playing for set pieces, we have set pieces instructions going. We've got a decent free kick taker. We have horrible corner takers, but who cares? By the way, do they train for it? That might be an idea, right? Or let them train the corner taking. That might be an idea. Let them train the corner taking, if they do it. Same for the others, by the way. Where are they? Puget. His corner taking is as bad as it gets. Because the other stuff he will improve over time. But if we don't put him on training corner taking, he will never improve that at all. And the technique is always helpful for everyone, I guess. Skalomer, Puget, who's another corner taker? These are free kick takers to a degree. So Rigby, I think we have them all. Or maybe, no we don't. Speedy Boy's missing. And Morgan. So he's already training on corner taking, this is fine. And Morgan. Well, okay. He really needs the decision making though. So that's probably more important to his playing style. But to a player, to have a player that can take a certain set piece on a regular basis, that's always good. It's always something that he brings to the table, and I'm happy with it. Great. We can praise him on this training, sure. And then we go into the match. This is where we need our tactical genius. In case there's any left. But so far what we learned is we think we have the faster players. And we might have the players with a better anticipation in comparison to their defensive positioning. But we're not sure about it. So they will play a gegenpress style. The problem with their gegenpress style is they have a target man up front that's really dominant. And I don't wanna see this. There is a polite reminder that we are expected to avoid relegation. Cool. Let's do that with a win. And there's a few contract clauses, I don't care. We'll look into these later. The recent form, not much to tell really. These are all friendlies, who cares? The recent form will be interesting once we played them. Volsand is not really ready to play. That's it. I want to go into one thing though. Schedule says next matches against Vasalons and then Carlsons. So where's the preview? Usually there was a button to go back to the preview. Apparently I lost it now. Great. I wanted... There should be a menu for the match day though. Isn't there? In the league maybe? League... There he is. There it is. This is the menu I was looking for. So the next opponents are Vasalons, which we will scout, and Carlsons, which we will scout. I don't expect any meaningful player knowledge to come up here. I just want to be up to date on their teams. So that should help. It might cost us some money, but I think going forward we will be happy having that. Also we have scouting within the league though. So we have the scouting package for the league. We should be fine for these players. Well, apparently not. Apparently we're missing some know-how. Yeah. So in that sense, it's a good idea to scout him probably. Alright. Haninge it is. Tactical meeting. Balanced is the recommended blah blah. We will probably not do that. So, for the next match, we want them to overlap. On both sides actually. The opposition... Well, opposition instructions. So he's really strong. That's a problem. To mark him tightly is probably not a good idea. On the other hand, not marking him at all is not a good idea either. Once the cross reaches him, it's probably... Well, it's too late 50% of the time. This guy has a weak left foot. Abbas. He cuts inside from the left wing. So we want to show him to the outside. That goes down well with our formation instructions, if I'm not mistaken. Where is it? Yeah, we trap him outside. So that's alright. Also, he's really weak. And he's not a brave guy. The thing is, our tackling is not exactly up to a certain standard. But we can try to tackle him hard and close him down. That's risky. It might immediately result in a yellow card or even a red one. On the other hand, this is the first game of the season. So, might as well hurt the opposition a little bit. He cuts inside from the left wing. He's on the right wing though, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. I want to show him to the outside and force him to use his weaker foot overall. Similarly here, I think it's worthwhile to close him down. And he moves into channels though, So marking him tightly is not a good idea, I think. He will outrun his marker most of the time, and it's more about keeping hold of him. So never mark him tightly. That might be a bad choice, but who knows. This guy looks like a decent passer. Overall, rather strong. To man mark him is probably not a good idea. He knocks the ball past the opponent though. Well, he's got a weak foot. That's the first thing. And then probably worthwhile to close him down, but on the other hand, I think tight marking is better for him, even though he probably has off the ball movement 9 or 10. That tight marking though would have to be done by somebody that is strong enough to mark him and has experience in marking. We do not have anyone there, so he's a passing station that we will have to live with. This guy's a ball-winning midfielder. Same here, show him to the weaker foot. I don't think it's worth to go into details there. They are all overall really good. Yeah, they are good overall. What we also need to see though is if they distribute the ball in a short manner. If they do, these are bad passers. Overall, if they do, we might stand a chance. Pressing them high up on the pitch. And we need to win the gegenpress duel, in a way. Who will be the one that needs a... Oh, sure. So you can have a squad number, yes. I don't know. Have number 40, sir. Right. Let's go to the match. I'm nervous. First real game of the season. So... there's some changes here in their starting lineup. Not like I'm concerned. Yeah. We've got the home advantage. Everybody's motivated. And I feel like we should expect a win here. That motivated some of the players. Now, some of these might make their first appearance right now. Let's go through these on a one-by-one basis. So, with Zetterberg, he's already very motivated. He's highly influential. I think he's settled well into the club. So, we can encourage him. Ngongo is a different story. He's a bit young. He's got balanced personality. I think he's been around for long enough not to tell him that we ease off the pressure. He's pleased. Smailovic makes his debut. He's 23. No reaction. Apparently he's not nervous. Balanced, good determination. I don't know. This is one of these personalities where you don't know anything. Hellstrom is motivated. He's also fairly pro. He's young. But I think we can... let's look at the pressure for him. He's media friendly. So, not one to have particularly high pressure. Let's encourage him. Inspired. Christopher Alp, not one to have particularly good pressure, if I'm not mistaken. Let's motivate him. Malte Ekman, I don't know. He doesn't enjoy big matches, but neither does he. hate them, so let's tell him that we have faith. Nathan Lowe. A consistent performer, and he doesn't feel comfortable playing big matches. So I guess that means he doesn't have good pressure, which might imply that he might feel nervous right now. It's just me trying to find some sense in this. So, yeah. No reaction. But the other players react to it. That's part of it. Tillander always performs on his own. Liljedahl. And then there's Per Fransson. Per Fransson is a pro. He's 20 though. First time he plays. I will try to ease the pressure here. Not sure if that's a good idea. Okay. So, yeah, he's relaxed now. So this was a good idea, in this case. I'm having a hard time going through these and thinking about the circumstances one by one. But I guess it's worthwhile. At one point you will figure it out. Or I will, in that case. I will probably figure it out. So, this is what we're going for. We will... No. We will not go for key highlights. We will have at least comprehensive here. And we will encourage the team immediately. Ekman, Alp. Nice pass for Liljedahl. Liljedahl. Well, that's too far even for Tillander. That's really bad though. Defensive-wise, Ngongo. First shot of the game, I guess. Stallhilden. Ngongo, Liljedahl. We count those. Hellberg. Second finish of the game. It's not a good one though. Tillander. This looks like it could result in a counter situation. Low. Well distributed for Ngongo, who is outrunning his marker. Really. All of them basically. And this... well, this cross was bad. But 10 minutes into the game we get a corner. So we will need to look into our corners taking setup here. Is this what we set them up to do? Both wingbacks are in the back. That's good. There is Lowe, Liljedahl and Ekman out here. All three can take a decent long shot. Well, Liljedahl not so much, but still, his setup is fine. Smailovic and going forward, that's okay. Hellberg going forward. Fransson is with the keeper. I'm not sure that this is a good idea. And Hellström is up here. So what we can do is probably, due to the fact that Fransson is around, he's not... well, he's a decent jumper though. I think his jumping is good. His strength is 7 or something. So he will not make much of an impact there. And in this case, Jakob came out and claimed the ball. Oh, Lowe is already down. 11 minutes into the game. What's going on? Seriously. Doesn't seem to be hurt though. Stallhilden, well intercepted here. Low. Smailovic. Tillander. Hellström. Ekman. Hellberg. Well combined so far. Not now. They immediately shifted into the defensive approach though, so that did work. Liljedahl. Oh. And that's well intercepted by Smailovic. Tillander, Ngongo. Will he go down the wing? Yeah, he tried at least. Ekman again here. So this is a free kick from deep. Alp is alright, Ngongo is alright. Lilydal, Low and Talander are out here. Smilovic probably runs into the penalty area. Same as Hellstrom and Franson. Yeah, they lurk outside. And they're lurking, so far has been a good idea. Lilydal. Yeah. It doesn't even result in a corner. No, we didn't give away a chance so far. But we're not that well in control of the game, right? Alp. Nice throw for Ekman. Alp again. Let's look at the setup here. Franson is out here, Lilydal is here. Hellberg. This should... Well, this is still under though. Ngongo. And apparently the center backs are back here. I'm not sure if this is the way we set it up, but... Throws are a weird thing. Sometimes they adhere to the instructions, sometimes they don't. In this case, the long shot results in the corner. Lilydal with the corner. Smilovic didn't even jump for it. Oh, Tillander loses the ball. And now he loses his man. I mean, he's not his man, but yeah, he wins it back. Well done by Tillander. Lilydal, that should be a foul. Free kick from deep position here. There was Low and somebody else in the wall here. Ngongo. Well done. Can he find his pass? Tillander. They delay it. Tillander picks up the pace. Ngongo again with a ball for Tillander. Cuts back inside. It's a dangerous pass. Ngongo again and a shot. Well, at least a shot. But there's some practice missing here, apparently. Or, well, they just need to pick their situations better. Tillander. I guess they needed to play it out well. Nice pass by Ekman for Franson. Back to Ekman. That's probably offside though. Yes, it is. A nice idea though. He would have created a good chance there with the low cross, or is it a pass in this situation? Not sure. Tillander wins the header. Ndur, Stolheden. Easy one for Hellström. Low loses the ball. Tillander. Ngongo. We stretch the pitch. Ngongo goes down the wing again. Goes down the wing. Nice cross. Close. And Hellberg loses the duel, but not the ball. Ekman. Low. To have a goal scorer like Low in the squad. He recovered, by the way, from his knock so far. He seems to have done just fine. And this is a lapse in defense by Uo. This didn't go well by Ngongo, but Zetterberg was in position, at least. Tillander. Looks like this is well defended. Smilovic, Ekman, nice long ball for Lilydal. Oh, he didn't see his man in the middle. Hamoudi. What I immediately see though is that the encouragement doesn't go down well so far. Oh, runs past two. And Zetterberg is there in goal to save the day. So far at least. That was dangerous. Hamoudi with the corner. Zetterberg again. Ngongo, Abbas. Well done by Ngongo. Low now. He's got a good eye, keen eye. He's got a good passing. Till under. Nice pass too for Franson. Please don't. No. Why? It's offside. It was clearly offside. Why would you do that? Look at it. Just run with the ball. Was like 3 kilometers offside. Abbas. Well intercepted by Franson. Can Tillander make it? No, he can't. And Smailovic again loses out in his duel, and then we concede a goal. So our new central defender apparently doesn't have a good game. That's the second time this game. And whilst he contributed well going forward. We're one behind. Look at this. Caught out of position. It's not like he's a bad jumper. Do we really need Ytterhogdal on the pitch for everything? I wouldn't even say this is deserved. Ngongo, Smailovic, Ekman, Smailovic again. He can come off for a second half. Haven't had enough of this already. Ekman. Apparently this counts as a good performance though. I have no idea why. Probably due to the passing. Hellstrom. So I will tell him. No, I will try to encourage the team now. Sederberg, Smailovic, Ekman. Hope. Can he find a cross? No, he can lose the ball. Win it back. Ekman. Ekman. Liliad. Yeah. For all the tactical instructions, and then something like this happens. Are you seriously not motivated for this season? We will tell Christopher Alp explicitly what we think of him, and we will do the same with him. Is there anyone else? Tillander. And Ytterhogdal and Franson. I'm sorry man, but this will not do. Malte Ekman overall had a decent game apparently. Not so much the other ones though. Smailovic's rating has finally been adapted. He's fired up now. We warned him about the mistake, so that should be okay. Hopefully this changes a thing or two. We're not sure. So, can we get anything out of this game? We cannot lose this against Haninge. I'm willing to accept a draw at this point, but losing? Not at all. Or turn it around. Whatever. I'm also trying to, so this team needs to learn how to deal with pressure at some point. Let's go for demand more, and apparently it works. In this case. Apparently it worked. They're fired up. Not a bad idea. Well done by Low. Ekman's not in position. Ngongo in the back. Ngongo again. Oh, Ngongo. What a pass. Alp. We were lucky there. Alp. Goes down the left, I guess, with the ball. Ytterhogdal. Hellberg. Alp. Crossing. Low. It's in. Scores on his debut. I really thought this would have been offside, but it isn't. Cuts inside. Hellberg doesn't find a passing station in the area, and lows off the ball movement shows here. He's not a header, usually, but who cares? We scored a goal. Clawed one back here. Can we score a second? And your Hellström. By the way, Hellström, no errors in defense so far, if I'm not mistaken. Or I might have forgotten about the one or two. Smailovic, Ekman. That's a nice passing combination between the two. Oh, so far. And then he loses the ball. Well, if this is the way he goes about winning chances, we can probably give him the odd ball or two. That's okay. Smailovic. Long ball. Finney. We were lucky there. Not an offside. Oh, right, it was offside, not a penalty, I wanted to say. Their table is entirely meaningless at this point. So I think Smailovic doesn't have a good game. He's very motivated. Let's give him another 5 minutes on the pitch, or maybe 10. But his debut wasn't great. So far anyway. Alp, Tillander, Alp. Low with the second. I cannot believe it. The second header on top. Nathan Lowe. Or is it Niles? I think it's Nathan. Also, we cannot take the goalkeeper out of this equation probably. That goalkeeper should have held at least one of the two. He was well in position in both cases. Smailovic, Hamoudi, Lowe. They fouled him, nearly fouled him off the pitch, and now he scores 2 goals in his first game for the club. Abbas. Alright. So, some things here need to change. So he's no longer very motivated. We'll put Ytterhogdals on the pitch. Passing needs to improve. Are we in control of the game? To a degree, I think. Hellberg is pleased and has a decent game. Per Friendson doesn't really stand a chance up front. But it's not the worst thing to have him on the pitch in case we go defensive. Which might be a good idea. We're up 1 after all. Can we do this? Sure. There's a lot of instructions here. I'm not sure these apply. All of this. That's okay. That's all right. This is stupid. He can take more passing risks because he knows how to do it. And he can shoot more often. Or at least as often as it gets. So that's alright. For them to take fewer risks. Yeah, they already do this. Okay. First stoppage. Ytterhogdals, come on. Rescue Smailovic. He didn't have a good game. But for the first time, I'm not too concerned as long as we do not concede now. Ngongo well defended immediately. Ytterhogdals already on. Björnberg. We gave away a shot. Ekman. Nice free kick from deep position. Well won back. Hellström, low, Tillander. Straight towards the keeper though. Alp is on a yellow card now. Okay. Oh. Free kick. Look at these. I don't know where the free kick ends up, but look at these. Franson up front, low up front, and Lily. Oh, 4. Okay, let's see where this ends. Nowhere. I was going to curse. Of course, we need to load all routines now. It still doesn't keep it. I hate this so much. It still doesn't keep it. This is all over the place. Why? There's not a single one that is kept as we saved it. This is all changed up due to the different roles now. I do not want to do this for every single set piece now. But this is the same on the attacking side too. And if I change it back, it will be all jumbled once again. So that tells me not to change tactics mid-game or in the middle of the game. We endured some pressure though, so far. Long ball here. Shouldn't be a problem for Ngongo, but it ends up with Zetterberg anyway. We should probably substitute some of the players now. So Bernson can come on for Alp. Hellström will need to play this through. Is there somebody else? Nathan Lowe had a wonderful game, but now Oliver Swan can come on and keep us, well, hopefully get a grasp on the result. And then there's Liljedal and Per Fransson. In this situation, Dylan Morgan can probably come on. He's used to playing pressing forward. So that makes it 4. Forsell and Speedy Boy are still available. Tillander has a decent game, but not a good one. Forsell for Hellberg. Hellberg is totally fine in the midfield so far. 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes plus stoppage time. Do we waste time? Probably. Fransson? Nah. If not for Low. And I'm really annoyed by the fact that Football Manager mixes these. So I saved all of the set pieces. All of the instructions. And it doesn't let me load them in a reasonable manner. It still mixes the entire roll set. Fransson. Oh! Hits the crossbar. That could have been the third. And his first goal for the team. Would have been so important. Such good technique. And we face another free kick. Blase. We need to go back and try to win this. How stupid. Come on, Lila. A draw? Seriously? I guess we were down 1-2, so we could have lost that. But still, look at that free kick. The best defense against this kind of stuff is not to give it away. Ytterhogdals, Ekman, Swan, Ngongo. No, Ngongo. Tillander. August Tillander. Ngongo. Ekman. Ytterhogdals. Lobs it into the penalty area. Morgan with the header. It's offside anyway though. We will demand more. I want to win a game at home. But 2.5 minutes to go. Hellstrom, Morgan, Tillander. Nice pass for Forsell. Forsell, that's a good ball for Ytterhogdals. Can he do something with it? Wonderful. Oliver Swan. Oliver Swan. Saves the day. Metsala. This is... I cannot believe it. So both Metsalas scored. Low 2 times and Oliver Swan in this 1 time. But look at how much space he was. Look at this. You can build a house here. And he, I don't know, was this a half volley? Something like this. He just dropped it in the back of the net. And now we have half a minute to go. Still a throw in for Burnson. Morgan, Burnson with a strong foot, by the way. Ngongo moving up. Ngongo. Forsell, Ekman, Burnson again. Loses the ball. Jakob, will we face another long ball? Looks like it. Ytterhogdals there. Was it offside? No, it was a foul. Stolheden. That shouldn't be a problem. Burnson. Hellstrom. That's it. What a game for a starter. We conceded 2 goals. And it's thanks to our 2 Metsalas that we scored 3. Really happy with the result. We got the result. So we definitely need to improve going forward. This will not do. And we will tell those that we took off. So 6.7 after all is not good enough. Same by the way with Smilovic. So I will tell them this is not enough and this is why I took him off. Okay, they accepted. I'm so excited that Oliver Swan could has scored this goal. And the same goes for Nathan Lowe, really. Wonderful debut. Alright, the rest of it I will not... Christopher Alp had a good game, by the way. So this is okay. I didn't expect it. But overall, 3 points, 32 to go. We will deal with Vasalons once they come. And with the set pieces stuff too. But so far, I'm happy to see that. So we have 3 points now, we're on 4th spot, doesn't matter much, the table so far. We won. And what a roller coaster ride it was, emotionally. As I said, 32 points to go. Let's go through the press conference and then wrap it up for today. Yeah. No, I don't think so. We're really excited. That free kick was... yeah, it was good. Would I consider selling? I don't think so. Alright, 3 points. 3 points. Nathan Lowe with 2 goals at the start and perfect morale now. We're behind Lulio, Solantuna and Delcourt. Yeah, sure they won. Same with Kolstadt and Smetby. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. And next time we will have the game against Vasalunds, which is always a hard one. So we'll see where this gets us. But off to a better start than the finish of last season, that's for sure. So that's it for today. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a nice evening and well, have a good time. Thanks for watching. Bye.